It's Wednesday, August 29th, and we had one of those days today where you kind of know that everyone's been pushing a little too hard, a little too long. Not to say that there wasn't good lifting done. We did have some big lifts and some good lifts. We had a lot more misses than is normal, really. And of course, I've cut some of them out just to. This video is 17 minutes long. It would have been,
There you go.
40 minutes long if I would have put in every single lift. But just some people having trouble with weights that are usually pretty routine, especially in jerks. And I find that a lot of lifters, when they start to get fatigued, the jerk is the first to go. See there, Tom making 135. He made 140 on Monday, but he didn't make 130 or anything above 30 for 5 or 6 weeks. So that's actually making 35 plus 2 workouts in a row is pretty encouraging. Even that miss with 40 is encouraging because he missed it behind and not out in front. Caleb in particularly has been a little bit tired this week. It's kind of the edge has been off just a little bit on his lifting for the past 2 or 3 days. John actually snatched pretty well. He's doing hang snatches from above the knee. And actually that's 150. I mean, that's a big weight for him. His PR was 152 or 153 in that exercise. And there Tom goes back to being out front. See there, Caleb just not being quick with getting his elbows into position. That 155 by John was a new PR, actually, 2 or 3 kilo PR, which you can't be unhappy with that, especially on a day where he definitely was tired. And with John, it showed up more in the clean and jerk, but definitely not his best today. And Caleb, after missing 45, went back to 43 to try to make it. He's going to make that, but it takes him a couple of misses. After John did the 55 so easy, there was 160. That's kind of indicative of how John misses. I mean, John's such a good puller. If he commits fully to the lift, just a good snatcher, he's rarely going to miss. His misses will either be where he just clarks it like that one, or he goes under, and it's a good pull and the bar's in the right place, but in the last second he bails out. It's pretty rare to see him outright miss a weight. Pull hard, go all the way under, try to stick it, and then somehow not be able to come up, to get it and come up with it. And that, Chris has snatched 138. That 125 off the blocks is a lift that he should have been able to make. It was a good 143 for Caleb. Here you see the misses start on the snatches. They start and they don't go away. Chris, the way he missed that there, when he starts missing or the weight gets heavy, he leans forward in the bottom so much and he just can't catch a lift like that. Watch Donnie's bottom position here. See how his knee started to come in just a little and then his weight goes to the forefoot, goes to the ball of his foot. He missed that lift, and look at here how he stayed on his heels. If Donnie can catch him and stay on his heels, he's a hell of a cleaner. But if he gets forward just a little bit on the catch, and a lot of times it's not forward immediately after the catch, he catches it, he's in decent position, then the knees start to buckle in a little bit or something, and he goes forward. See, I had a $20 bet with John on this. He couldn't do 140 for 5 reps. I thought I was losing money until the last rep he misses. He's not super happy about it either. That would have been, that 140 for 5 would have been a new PR for him, which is why I bet him on it. That's actually interesting, because he actually makes this double after taking a 12-foot trip across the floor with the first rep. Kid does have a good lockout, though. Just I think everybody's starting clean and jerk by this point. It's 150 for John. Thomas decided he wanted to try power jerking, and there's a power jerk. I'm not super stoked about him doing his jerks, the power jerk style, but let him see. I have a feeling that give it a week or two, and he'll have convinced himself that power jerking is not for him. But you never know. Doesn't hurt to give it a shot, I guess. Is that not one of the faster splits you've ever seen on the jerk? Kid can move his feet, man. This is 170 here, I believe. That was a nice jerk. Notice how with him, sometimes he starts pushing forward with that back leg, and the front knee goes forward a little bit, and he gets all out of balance. He really went straight up and down with that one. That was a nice lift. More power jerking by Tom. John thought he actually locked that one out legally, which is the cause of the celebration there. Watch how fast he splits. You notice Caleb watches and gives a little nod of the head like, yeah, kid's fast.
So Caleb.
I think Caleb's fatigue is showing there. He's just having a hard time getting in the right position under a jerk. Is John trying 80? I do not believe he makes this. Comes close to making the jerk. But not quite there. The best he made today was 175, which is, you know, this is the first time in several weeks that he has not made 180. Hopefully, you know, he'll reverse that on Friday, but it's been quite a while since John couldn't at least make 180. Here's his next try at it.
Come on, John. Hold this up there.
I don't think he tried again after that. I think with that, he kind of knew that it wasn't happening. Caleb's gone back to 150 for his doubles. Looked pretty good on his doubles. We had pretty much a fiasco on the low blocks where the lighter guys are going. But once they started their doubles, way more missed lifts than made lifts. They were all fried, I think, just absolutely fried. And I always have people that ask me to put more squatting on the videos. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it's the most exciting thing to watch to me compared to snatches or clean and jerks, but I put Jess's 3 sets of 3 on the front squat in here. This is, I believe, this would be 97. Her PR, I believe, is 102 for 3 sets of 3. 2 weeks ago, we backed that down just a little bit to allow her to continue to progress on Saturday's heavy squat workout. So she's not doing her front squats quite as heavy. You know, when she stalls out, when she finally finds a week where she can't continue to PR on the back squat on Saturday, I'm sure we'll, you know, ramp the front squats up again and try to make PRs on them. But she's made a PR on squats every Saturday for like 5 weeks, and I'd like to keep that going as long as possible. These two are actually got the same weight on the bar. Not quite getting under it.
Come on, tight back. Tight back.
This is John's last set here on clean and jerk. John and James Tatum were in a little little thing between them on the last clean and jerks. I didn't even get many videos of James on the clean and jerks because he decides he's going to lift, man. He doesn't fool around. He walks up that bar, grabs it, and it's already off the block and on his chest before I can even pick up my camera. And I think John looked at him and started to say something to him, and he just grabbed the bar and made the lift, and so John decided he had to try to out whatever James. So he had some histrionics on his last set there. The funniest thing about John's front squats is what he does after the squats, what he goes through then. He does not like to squat.
Come on, John, you got this. One more rep.
Here by the end of this workout, he was absolutely done, as evidenced by that. Then James comes back. No normal person makes a PR front squat set at the end of like a 3-hour workout, which this was. But here's 161 for a new PR for 3. And any sane person would stop with 1 PR, but decides to come back and do 65 for a set of 3. I'll tell you one thing about James is that kid's tough and he can train. He has got a very high capacity for work. Very high. And there's a second PR of the day. So I got to tell you, yeah, everyone was tired. There were less big lifts today than there sometimes are, but everyone worked hard, definitely worked hard, and a couple people pushed through and got a PR anyway. Like John in the snatch, James in the squats. I think there were a couple of other ones. So, this is part of the game. You have to push and push and push until you're really up against the wall sometimes, and that was today.